The YETIMITE is now completely busted. It went from 3 housing space down to 1, and now it is going to replace Zapquake attacks forever. Here's the army we're going to come in with in today's video. It is absurd, but trust me, there is merit to the madness because you're going to see how OP the YETIMITEs really are. So this base here is pretty annoying. How about we take down an entire side of the base with only Yetis and spells? So we want to raid, we've got 3 clones. We're going to put 1 Yeti on each part of the base, clone for each of them, and rages for the 2 with the most hit points in the area. So have a look at this. We're going to go like that. This is the area of the base where we'll have no clone. Oh, I really need these Yetis to take some more damage, don't I? Oh, God. Alright. It ends up working okay in the end. I do accidentally clone a Yeti. But look at that entire top section of the base is gone. These Yetis are still doing work on the bottom side of the base as well. And look, it'll work. It will work. We should get rid of that ricochet cannon as well. Baby dragon to clear all this. And there we go. We're going to start spamming on the top side of the base. Got the Archer Queen. I want to hit as many air defenses as possible. Okay, that didn't really work, but I'm not going to complain. We've got the Siege Barracks. You can bring the Blimp with some balloons if you want, but because we don't have a Rage spell, we've only got 1 freeze. If you hit the Tornado Trap, then that's obviously going to get next to no value. Beautiful Dark Orb ability. Obviously, the Minion Prince didn't really need it, but the rest of the army definitely did. And here's what I really like about this army. A, we still have the Siege Machine left with our troops, but just as importantly, we still have the Royal Champion. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the Royal Champion's just going to do her thing. She's clearing out the complete center of the base for us. That actually, hopefully my Headhunter's not too late. And look at that. Crushed. Completely crushed. And I messed up the clones at the start, because you want to clone the YETIMITEs, not the Yetis at all. We still got enough value to take down the entire base though, and isn't that what really matters in the end? 3 of our heroes up, a whole bunch of dragons up. That is just an insight into the possibility with this army. Let's see if I can actually nail the clones in the next attack. So something I didn't do well in the first attack is you want the Yetis you place to take damage so they spawn YETIMITEs immediately, and I put 2 of my Yetis in front of Wizard Towers, and obviously they don't do much damage, so I'm going to use the 2 air bows here and these merge defenses to ensure that we're taking some damage. Gonna be patient on this center one. And look at this. We're going to get some nice value here because what's taking down the YETIMITEs? Come on, get the Fire Spitter. Doesn't really matter because the Fire Spitter's not covering anything. But look at that. That is ridiculous value taken down. And we still have all 4 of our heroes. We still have our Siege Machine. Obviously, we do not have many spells up. But does that really matter? Does that really matter? Alright. You know where we're going to come in from. Baby Drag here to funnel. We're going to use that. Let's see if I can get rid of that Sweeper. Beautiful. Then the Siege Barracks to help out. The Healing Tome's going to be beautiful through this section of the base. And whilst there is a fair bit of base left up, and we don't have many spells, we just have so many troops. I mean, the entire core of the base is gone. I don't have a... Okay, this could be a problem. I'm very interested to see what happens here. Dark Orb is amazing, though. Helps with those CC troops. And keep in mind, we've still got the Royal Champion ability. Oh, that's not where I wanted her to go. And she's going to help finish all of this off. We've got these super minions coming out of the CC. A compact base like this is probably the worst base style to find for this army because it can output so much damage. But does it really matter in the end? No. Unfortunately, dealing with a defensive hero with the Fox is really difficult because the Headhunter's never going to get tanked for, but it doesn't really matter. This is wrecked, and come on! Now you can see the true power of cloning the Yetimite, because here's the maths behind it. Every clone you use, you get 10 extra Yetimites if you clone only the Yetimites instead of the Yetis. And those 10 Yetimites make all the difference in the world. They're the ones doing the damage and wreaking havoc on the base. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, a Yetimite will hit a building, but it will go down. So the Invis Tower won't go off until it gets taken down. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the new achievements. All right, so it does go down now. Not a very good Invis Tower though. It's actually helping my Yetimite stay invisible. And that's a solid funnel. That is a very solid funnel to start off with. Obviously, we want to go into the town hall. Get that down nice and early. Where do I want to use my Archer Queen? I want to activate that Invis Tower. Oh, I still got a Rage spell. Ah, that's nice to have. I probably should have used it with my Yetimites. That's the point of it, but no complaints here. Use you like that. Alright, Healing Tome's doing its job. Really early RC here. Hopefully the Minion Prince can come and help my poor Royal Champion. Yeah. Yeah, I saw this coming with the defensive CC. This was always going to be a bit of a nuisance. But there's just no damage up in the center of the base. It's all about this Rage Tower section of the base. If my dragons stopped shooting skeletons and started shooting the base, would be in a much better spot. But I don't think it's going to Wait, the Queen... Oh my lord. I thought that normally these compartments are open. I didn't realize it was closed. I would have wall broke ages ago, and I probably would have tripled this far more easily. Oh my word, I was trying to throw apparently. Phoenix ability goes off, which is nice, because obviously the Minion Prince is going to stay alive for a little bit longer, but is also going to spawn the Phoenix for us, and that is a 3-star. Nowhere near as convinced as it should be. For some reason, I just forgot to put all the spells down. Doesn't matter, the Rage spell actually worked really nice with the dragons, and yet again, we just clear a huge section of the base for free. Is it as effective as, say, the Fireball on this? No, but also I like having the Eternal Tome with the dragons, right? That is it for today's video. If you want to see another video showcasing how broken this Yeti clone funnel is, I've got the top 4 ways for it to be used, then I will link that down in the description below. But if you want to see more dragon spam, particularly with the Minion Prince charge, then I'll link that video on the left.